afternoon light is filtering softly through the window pane. This quiet Wednesday afternoon brings feelings of a gentle rain. My thoughts drift slowly backward to a warmth I used to know. A silent, tender yearning starts to softly ebb and flow. The world outside keeps turning, but my mind is far away, reliving all the moments from a bright, forgotten day. Oh, Wednesday chill, a canvas painted with our shared past. These precious faded memories designed to everlast. A sweet ache in my chest, a whisper of your tender grace. I trace the air around me, still imagining your face. The gentle rhythm playing low, a melody inside my soul. It carries gentle images that always make me feel whole. A shattered glance, a knowing smile, a moment held so near, erasing all the present, conquering every doubt and fear. The world outside keeps turning, but my mind is far away, reliving all the moments from a bright, forgotten day. Oh, Wednesday chill, the canvas painted with our shared past. These precious faded memories designed to everlast. A sweet ache in my chest, a whisper of your tender grace. I trace the air around me, still imagining your face. Time keeps flowing onward, a river to the endless sea. But fragments of our story will forever comfort me. A quiet strength discovered in this longing that I bear, knowing pieces of your spirit still linger in the air. Oh, Wednesday chill, a canvas painted with our shared past. These precious faded memories designed to everlast. Sweet ache in my chest, a whisper of your tender grace. I trace the air around me, still imagining your face. This Wednesday chill, a soft embrace, a memory so clear, carrying your essence, holding it forever near. Until the quiet daylight fades into the night again, I'll cherish every echo, a bittersweet beloved refrain. The quiet rustle of old leaves outside my window pane now. A gentle current of forgotten moments pulls me through the years. I trace the contours of a smile held softly in my tired mind. A silent film of warmer days begins to play behind my eyes. This quiet longing starts to grow, a tender ache within my soul, reaching for a feeling that time cannot erase or ever steal. My thoughts drift gently to a place somewhere far away from here, where sunlight warmed our happy faces, banishing all doubt and fear. I'll wander through those peaceful moments, vivid, clear and ever bright, carried on a breath of wind through the stillness of the fading light. The faint aroma of spring blossoms floats softly on the evening air, a melody from distant lands, awaken thoughts beyond compare. I feel the warmth of distant laughter echo softly in my mind, remembering a simpler path, a precious bond we left behind. quiet longing starts to grow, a tender ache within my soul, reaching for a feeling that time cannot erase or ever steal. My thoughts drift gently to a place somewhere far away from here, where sunlight warmed our happy faces, banishing all doubt and fear. I wander through those peaceful moments, vivid, clear and ever bright, carried on a breath of wind through the stillness of the fading light. Though seasons turn and years may pass, the spirit of that time remains, a quiet strength within my heart, weathering all joys and pains. It guides my dreams through slumber deep, a silent promise pure and true. My soul still finds its gentle peace, remembering those days with you. Thoughts drift gently to a place somewhere far away from here, where sunlight warmed our happy faces, banishing all doubt and fear. I wander through those peaceful moments, vivid, clear and ever bright, carried on a breath of wind through the stillness of the fading light. Somewhere far away, my dear, a memory I hold so near, a gentle comfort always felt, dispelling every doubt and fear. The quiet whispers of the past forever in my gentle heart, remembering the magic right from the very start. The world outside has hushed, a peaceful breath before the light. Inside my mind, soft whispers stir and paint the canvas bright. Unspoken questions gently bloom within this sacred silent space. I search for deeper truths, a rhythm only I can chase. As hours softly fade, the quiet thoughts begin to grow. My spirit finds its solace in this unhurried, gentle flow. These 3 a.m. thoughts are echoes from a hidden inner sea, a silent conversation, just my truest self and me. The calmest contemplation, where the quiet answers reside. Let clarity unfold, with nowhere left for doubts to hide. Each memory a feather drifting slowly through the air. I sift through possibilities, releasing every single care. The future feels a distant mist, a canvas yet unknown. Just breathing in the moment, making this stillness my own. As hours softly fade, the quiet thoughts begin to grow. My spirit finds its solace in this unhurried, gentle flow. These 3 a.m. thoughts are echoes from the hidden inner sea, a silent conversation, just my truest self and me. The calmest contemplation, where the quiet answers reside. Let clarity unfold, with nowhere left for doubts to hide. The universe breathes with me, a rhythmic, gentle, cosmic hum. I listen to the wisdom from where timeless feelings come. No need for grand pronouncements, just the simple truth I seek. Embracing every moment, letting my true purpose speak. These 3 a.m. thoughts are echoes just me and these calm whispers as the early morning nears, dissolving all uncertainties, calming down my silent fears. A gentle understanding settles deep inside my soul. At 3 a.m. my wandering thoughts make my spirit whole. The old coffee shop still plays our favorite faded tunes. I walk past your street now under quiet afternoon moons. Remember shared glances, whisper secrets in soft light. Just a faint echo of laughter drifting into the night. The world keeps moving on, a gentle hum without you near. But every silent moment brings your presence so clear. In this quiet space, your memory softly starts to bloom. A bittersweet longing fills up my empty, lonely room. I replay our moments, wishing you were still right here, lost in the quiet, shedding a silent, nostalgic tear. I found that worn-out photograph tucked inside an old book. Smiling faces captured a happy, innocent look. The rain taps the window, mirroring the rhythm of my heart. Since we drifted apart, a piece of me feels torn apart. The world keeps moving on, a gentle hum without you near. But every silent moment brings your presence so clear. In this quiet space, your memory softly starts to bloom. A bittersweet longing fills up my empty, lonely room. I replay our moments, wishing you were still right here, lost in the quiet, shedding a silent, nostalgic tear. Sometimes I wonder if you ever think of those days too. Do old familiar places remind you of me and you? This gentle lake lingers, a shadow following my steps. Just quiet understanding of what the heart deeply kept. In this quiet space, your memory softly starts to bloom. A bittersweet longing fills up my empty, lonely room. I replay our moments, wishing you were still right here, lost in the quiet, shedding a silent, nostalgic tear. Just a quiet, quiet hum of a past that softly calls as the evening shadows lengthen and gently, softly falls, forever holding on to moments we can't quite retrieve, letting the quiet comfort the memories I still believe. The city sleeps beneath a blanket of soft muted light tonight. Only the gentle hum of silence fills this lonely, tranquil room. Shadows stretch and dance across the walls, a silent, slow ballet. Lost inside my thoughts, the world outside just fades completely away. This quiet space helps my wandering mind finally find its peace, letting every heavy, lingering burden gently just release. There's a subtle, constant hum that resonates deep inside my soul. A gentle, steady rhythm making broken fragments whole. In this quiet moment, truth unfolds and thoughts begin to bloom. Just listening to that quiet, peaceful, internal, constant hum. Raindrops tap softly on the window pane, a delicate low beat, brewing a warm cup of herbal tea, bittersweet and oh so sweet. Every single breath I take feels deeper, calm and truly slow. Watching silent stories that the passing memories brightly show. This quiet space helps my wandering mind finally find its peace, letting every heavy, lingering burden gently just release. There's a subtle, constant hum that resonates deep inside my soul. A gentle, steady rhythm making broken fragments whole. In this quiet moment, truth unfolds and thoughts begin to bloom. Just listening to that quiet, peaceful, internal, constant hum. The world outside keeps rushing, but here time just stands completely still, finding solace in the quiet comfort, fulfilling every will. This is where my true self can freely wander, explore and deeply grow, planting seeds of understanding that only patience, stillness can truly sow. There's a subtle, constant hum that resonates deep inside my soul. A gentle, steady rhythm making broken fragments whole. In this quiet moment, truth unfolds and thoughts begin to bloom. Just listening to that quiet, peaceful, internal, constant hum. A quiet hum that softly fades but always truly stays within, finding endless strength and peace where all my true thoughts can begin. This gentle whisper guides me home through every single coming day, letting all the worries slowly melt and simply drift away.
Streetlights glow, a hazy urban dream just waking up. Neon reflections dance on rain-slick pavement below. Another late night, chasing echoes in the concrete maze. The city breathes a rhythm, a pulse that never slows. A faint buzz begins, a low hum in the quiet air, searching for a signal through all this soft despair. Lost in the static, a million whispered city lights, trying to tune in through these endless lonely nights. Just a low frequency, a silent electric blur. Can you hear me now through the distant city purr? Shadows stretch long as strangers drift through lonely lanes. Each window holds a story behind the frosted panes. The distant sirens cry, a soundtrack to forgotten pains. Another cup of coffee washing away the daily stains. A faint buzz begins, a low hum in the quiet air, searching for a signal through all this soft despair. Lost in the static, a million whispered city lights, trying to tune in through these endless lonely nights. Just a low frequency, a silent electric blur. Can you hear me now through the distant city purr? Sometimes the noise defines us, a comfort in the constant drone. Finding peace within the interference, feeling less alone. This tangled network holds us, a silent shared unknown. A beautiful imperfection where quiet sees our song. Lost in the static, a million whispered city lights, trying to tune in through these endless lonely nights. Just a low frequency, a silent electric blur. Can you hear me now through the distant city purr? The static whispers softly as dawn begins to break. Another city morning, for goodness gracious sake. Just echoes in the silence, a promise to forsake. This city never sleeps, a quiet hum away. Streetlights softly glow, painting shadows on the wet pavement. Distant sirens wail a lullaby through the hazy city air. Another lonely night unwinds beneath this neon dusted sky. Lost in thought, I watch the world drift slowly past my window pane. This quiet hum of concrete dreams always pulls me in so deep, wishing I could just press play on memories I wanna keep. Oh, rewind, take me back to that flickering city glow, to forgotten whispers carried on the urban winds that blow. Yeah, rewind to that moment when time just seemed to slow, lost within the rhythm of the city's midnight flow. Coffee steams in hand, watching sleepy taxis cruise along. The distant bass from unseen clubs plays a muted mellow song. Every building stands a silent witness to what has been. Another chapter turning in the city's ceaseless spin. This quiet hum of concrete dreams always pulls me in so deep, wishing I could just press play on memories I wanna keep. Oh, rewind, take me back to that flickering city glow, to forgotten whispers carried on the urban winds that blow. Yeah, rewind to that moment when time just seemed to slow, lost within the rhythm of the city's midnight flow. the quiet beauty of the dark, old stories left untold. Moments flash like photographs, precious as pure gold. A longing for that feeling, brave and wonderfully bold. As the city breathes around me, getting beautifully old. Oh, rewind, take me back to that flickering city glow, to forgotten whispers carried on the urban winds that blow. Yeah, rewind to that moment when time just seemed to slow, lost within the rhythm of the city's midnight flow. Just rewind this moment, hold it tight before it fades. Another city night ends through its many shifting shades. The memory plays on, even as a new day invades. Yeah, I'll rewind through all these beautiful serenades.
Streetlights glow softly, painting shadows on my bedroom floor tonight. An old melody starts playing, bringing memories I once held tight. The silence of the city whispers stories only known to me and you. Wishing I could capture moments, make them fresh and perfectly brand new. My mind begins to wander, floating softly through a distant haze, losing track of time and space, lost inside these wistful, cherished days. I drift back to the feeling, like a whisper on a summer breeze, drifting through the echoes, finding comfort in these fading memories. Wishing you were here beside me, sharing all these quiet, tender dreams. Just letting go and drifting, lost within these bittersweet daydreams. Remember laughter by the river, under skies so endlessly profound. Every word we spoke was sacred, never making any empty sound. The scent of rain upon the pavement, after sunsets painted rose and gold. All those precious little secrets, stories carefully and gently told. My mind begins to wander, floating softly through a distant haze, losing track of time and space, lost inside these wistful, cherished days. I drift back to the feeling, like a whisper on a summer breeze, drifting through the echoes, finding comfort in these fading memories. Wishing you were here beside me, sharing all these quiet, tender dreams. Just letting go and drifting, lost within these bittersweet daydreams. Maybe some things aren't meant to return, just existing as a gentle thought, a silent film that always plays, a treasure I have always sought. This quiet ache within my chest, a constant comforting familiar hum, a bittersweet acceptance, knowing where my drifting heart has come. I drift back to the feeling, like a whisper on a summer breeze, drifting through the echoes, finding comfort in these fading memories. Wishing you were here beside me, sharing all these quiet, tender dreams. Just letting go and drifting, lost within these bittersweet daydreams. Just drifting now, as the night slowly turns to dawn, still holding on to feelings, even though the moment's gone. In these quiet hours, I keep you close forever in my mind, letting my soul wander the sweetest song.
clock's off, ticking marks the minutes past 4 now. A solitary glow from my screen lights up my quiet brow. The city breathes a deep sigh, turning slowly in its sleep, while quiet contemplation is the only secret I can keep. The strange magic of the hour, just before the world awakes, when silent promises are made and fading daylight breaks. At 4:17 a.m. the world is hushed and moving slow. A muted symphony of thoughts begins to gently ebb and flow. The distant hum of something living in the fading streetlights glow. This is my sacred moment in the stillness of the urban night. No urgent alarms are ringing, no rush hour traffic starts to swell. Just a faint whisper of ventilation, stories that the buildings tell. My mind drifts freely through the quiet, an unwritten gentle tune, beneath the watchful eye of a tired, descending pale half moon. The strange magic of the hour, just before the world awakes, when silent promises are made and fading daylight breaks. At 4:17 a.m. the world is hushed and moving slow. A muted symphony of thoughts begins to gently ebb and flow. The distant hum of something living in the fading streetlights glow. This is my sacred moment in the stillness of the urban night. Soon the first faint orange will paint the edges of the sleepy sky, and the city's silent secrets will begin to slowly pass us by. But for now this profound quiet holds a truth so clear and deep. A hidden world unfolds for those who wait to patiently receive it. At 4:17 a.m. the world is hushed and moving slow. A muted symphony of thoughts begins to gently ebb and flow. The distant hum of something living in the fading streetlights glow. This is my sacred moment in the stillness of the urban night. Yeah, 4:17 a.m. just me and the city's gentle beat. A perfect transient quiet, incredibly bittersweet, watching the shadows softly yielding to the coming morning's hue. This peaceful Lulu before the busy world makes its debut. The muted pulse of the city hums a low, persistent tune tonight. Streetcar wires crisscross the sky, etching lines against the fading glow. Empty benches wait patiently for dawn, holding stories only they know. A lone street light blinks softly, watching the world unfurl below. This late hour brings a comfort, a quiet understanding for my soul. Letting city secrets gently seep in, making me feel complete and whole. Underneath the indigo curtain, the city slowly starts to brew. A subtle moment of quiet thought, steeped in twilight's gentle hue. Every flicker, every echo, a slow morning brew of something new, washing over weary senses, bringing a fresh perspective into view. Whispers from forgotten alleyways tell tales of yesterday's fleeting dreams. Shadows stretch long and deep, hiding what the daytime never deems. Small nocturnal creatures rustle, living out their unseen quiet schemes. The river flows with silent purpose, reflecting moonlight's silver gleams. This late hour brings a comfort, a quiet understanding for my soul. Letting city secrets gently seep in, making me feel complete and whole. Underneath the indigo curtain, the city slowly starts to brew. A subtle aroma of quiet thought, steeped in twilight's gentle hue. Every flicker, every echo, a slow morning brew of something new. Washing over weary senses, bringing a fresh perspective into view. As the darkest hours gently fade, a sense of quiet clarity descends. The world prepares for its awakening, while my lone contemplation extends. Holding on to these fleeting moments before the vibrant new day sends its bustling rhythm, where this peaceful night's enchantment ultimately ends. Underneath the indigo curtain, the city slowly starts to brew. A subtle aroma of quiet thought, steeped in twilight's gentle hue. Every flicker, every echo, a slow morning brew of something new. Washing over weary senses, bringing a fresh perspective into view. The slow morning brew now complete, leaving a lasting taste inside. A gentle reminder of moments the city's quiet evening couldn't hide. Another night unfurls its beauty, with nowhere left for thoughts to ride. Just the city's quiet rhythm, gently flowing with the tide.
The vast city's pulse unfolds, a grand electric symphony. Headlights trace bright fading lines across the dark periphery. I'm just a shadow on the edge, a quiet wanderer unseen, absorbing every subtle hue upon this vibrant evening scene. No roots to hold me in this place, just moments softly borrowed. This fleeting urban ballet leaves me never feeling sorrowed. I'm just passing through tonight, beneath these towers reaching high, a quiet witness to the glow that paints the urban sky. No heavy burdens on my soul, just carried by the gentle air, observing endless distant lives, a transient spirit floating there. The distant murmurs rise and fall, a rhythmic hum throughout the night. Each window pane reflects a spark, a tiny beacon warm and bright. I trace the pathways of the cars, a silent river on the ground. My footsteps echo in the calm, no urgent message to be found. No roots to hold me in this place, just moments softly borrowed. This fleeting urban ballet leaves me never feeling sorrowed. I'm just passing through tonight, beneath these towers reaching high, a quiet witness to the glow that paints the urban sky. No heavy burdens on my soul, just carried by the gentle air, observing endless distant lives, a transient spirit floating there. This in the vast, unending urban night machine. I'm just passing through tonight, beneath these towers, reaching high, a quiet witness to the glow that paints the urban sky. No heavy burdens on my soul, just carried by the gentle air, observing endless distant lives, a transient spirit floating there. Just a moment softly held before the morning starts to wake. Another chapter gently closed for the city's restless sake. I fade into the silent streets, a memory of fleeting grace, forever moving onward now, finding my own tranquil space.
The faint creak from the apartment next door finds its way to me. I imagine lives unfold just beyond this painted flimsy barrier. A phantom warmth still settles in this empty space you left behind. Though we're worlds apart, your presence lingers in my quiet mind. This silent room still remembers laughter that once echoed within these walls. Now only your faint memory responds to my internal quiet call. These paper-thin walls cannot contain the memories I hold so dear. They carry every soft whisper, every forgotten feeling, bringing you near. Through every muted sound, your gentle essence gently starts to reappear. Though physically absent, your spirit's presence is unmistakably clear. I recall the playful strumming of that worn-out old oak driftwood guitar. Your humming melodies would drift so freely, no matter how far. Now the air hangs heavy with a quiet hum, a solitary distant star. Each passing moment feels a lifetime, leaving a bittersweet open scar. This silent room still remembers laughter that once echoed within these walls. Now only your faint memory responds to my internal quiet calls. These paper-thin walls cannot contain the memories I hold so dear. They carry every soft whisper, every forgotten feeling, bringing you near. Through every muted sound, your gentle essence gently starts to reappear. Though physically absent, your spirit's presence is unmistakably clear. The fragile boundaries between past and present seem to softly blur today. Each forgotten touch and shared glance still finds its own enduring way. The sake of longing quietly persists, even as seasons drift and sway. These paper-thin walls remind me of moments that will always forever stay. These paper-thin walls cannot contain the memories I hold so dear. They carry every soft whisper, every forgotten feeling, bringing you near. Through every muted sound, your gentle essence gently starts to reappear. Though physically absent, your spirit's presence is unmistakably clear. The softest rustle carries echoes through these walls. Tender fading sign, your cherished memories still resonate deeply. A quiet yearning fills the space where your warm laughter used to shine. Forever living just beyond this fragile, barely visible dividing line. aroma rising gently from a favorite ceramic mug now. An open book rests quietly, its worn cover telling silent tales. Each careful sip awakens senses, inviting deeper thought to bloom. The ink-stained words upon these sheets begin to slowly draw me in. My inner world unfolds, finding solace in this quiet, gentle pace. A silent journey starts, exploring thoughts across a tranquil inner map. Coffee and pages, a soft guiding light for every wandering mind. Finding clarity within each moment, leaving worries far behind. This simple ritual grounds my spirit, letting quiet wisdom flow. A gentle presence, helping inner understanding softly grow. Characters awaken softly, their vivid journeys start to weave. New perspectives gently surface, offering lessons to perceive. The texture of the paper guides my touch, a tactile soft embrace. Lost in stories, finding pieces of myself within this quiet space. My inner world unfolds, finding solace in this quiet, gentle pace. A silent journey starts, exploring thoughts across a tranquil inner map. Coffee and pages, a soft guiding light for every wandering mind. Finding clarity within each moment, leaving worries far behind. This simple ritual grounds my spirit, letting quiet wisdom flow. A gentle presence, helping inner understanding softly grow. Beyond the margins, silent insights bloom in morning's gentle haze. The scent of aged paper lingers, marking these anticipated days. Each moment deepens slowly, a tapestry of thought begins to form. Safe within this mental haven, weathering life's gentle passing storm. Coffee and pages, a soft guiding light for every wandering mind. Finding clarity within each moment, leaving worries far behind. This simple ritual grounds my spirit, letting quiet wisdom flow. A gentle presence, helping inner understanding softly grow. Last few sips, the turning page, a peaceful stillness settles here. Thought gently coalesce, dispelling every lingering distant fear. A quiet satisfaction hums as morning soft light starts to fade. Ready for the day ahead by thoughtful moments gently made.
The gentle patter starts its soft descent against the window pane. A quiet rhythm settles in, washing away the daily strain. My thoughts begin to drift and wander through this peaceful hazy blur, finding solace in the stillness where my inner voice is pure. This calm cascade invites a moment to simply just be still, letting quiet wisdom fill the spaces that my heart now will. On rainy day 7, the world outside just fades from sight. I listen to the steady drops, a comforting ethereal light. My mind unwinds and floats along on waves of imperfect thought, discovering new quiet corners, lessons that the calm has brought. Each drop a tiny whisper, painting soft scenes in my mind's eye. The world beyond this window pane feels distant as
the moments fly. I trace the paths of inner silence, finding peace within the gray, letting go of hurried notions, embracing this swift day. This calm cascade invites a moment to simply just be still, letting quiet wisdom fill the spaces that my heart now will. On rainy days 7, the world outside just fades from sight. I listen to the steady drops, a comforting ethereal light. My mind unwinds and floats along on waves of inshifted thought, discovering new quiet corners, lessons that the calm has brought. No urgent calls, no hurried paces, just this tranquil liquid sound, a gentle cleanse for weary spirits, where profound stillness can be found. The gray hues of the atmosphere hold beauty that's distinctly deep. Secrets of the soul unravel while the watchful heavens keep. On rainy days 7, the world outside just fades from sight. I listen to the steady drops, a comforting ethereal light. My mind unwinds and floats along on waves of inshifted thought, discovering new quiet corners as lessons that the calm has brought. The steady rhythm softly fades, but inner peace remains inside. A quiet strength, a gentle solace, where my truest self can ride. Until the next soft downpour comes to greet this tap, to greet his soul. The rain has left its tranquil mark, making my spirit truly whole.
Has faded. The day's loud clamor finally done. A different kind of stillness settles beneath the waning moon.
My thoughts begin to wander, unbound by obligations, hold, exploring hidden pathways and stories yet untold.
This quiet hour invites a deep and unseen,
a gentle understanding guiding my self-reflection.
When the city sleeps, a profound silence starts to bloom. My spirit finds its freedom, escaping every silent room. In this soft embrace of darkness, new perspectives start to shine, unlocking deeper truths that truly feel like mine. The world outside is breathing, a slowing in the tents, while inner landscapes open on fresh and fertile ground.
Forgotten inside surface, like pebbles from a clear blue stream, revealing what I'm seeking beyond a waking dream.
This quiet hour invites a deep and unseen,
a gentle understanding guiding my self-reflection.
When the city sleeps, a profound silence starts to bloom. My spirit finds its freedom, escaping every silent room. In this soft embrace of darkness, new perspectives start to shine, unlocking deeper truths that truly feel like mine. The universe feels closer, a tapestry of infinite grace.
Each quiet moment whispers wisdom in this sacred empty space.
I gather scattered fragments, assembling them with gentle care,
a burden light as air.
When the city sleeps, a profound silence starts to bloom. My spirit finds its freedom, escaping every silent room. In this soft embrace of darkness, new perspectives start to shine, unlocking deeper truths that truly feel like mine. The first hint of dawn may soon softly break the night, but this inner peace remains a steady and internal light. The calm has settled deeply, a lasting comfort I embrace,
Until the city slumbers once again in this silent space. In this silent space. The silent hum of old machinery begins to gently spin its tail tonight. A subtle hiss and crackle welcomes me to this forgotten peaceful space. Warm static wraps around my thoughts, a blanket soft and dim and deep. Each quiet evolution whispers secrets only time could truly keep. This analog haze invites my mind to drift and softly roam, finding solace in the rhythm that guides my spirit home. Oh, these dusty tapes unwind a path through hours soft and slow. Unburdened moments gently gather, letting introspection grow. In this faded sound, a clarity unfolds, a truth I come to find, leaving all the busy worries of the racing world behind. The faint magnetic memory stored within these spools now freely play. Echoes of a timeless stillness wash the hectic noise of life away. My inner landscape painted soft by frequency so very low. A deeper understanding starts to quietly ebb and flow. This analog haze invites my mind to drift and softly roam, finding solace in the rhythm that guides my spirit home. Oh, these dusty tapes unwind a path through hours soft and slow. Unburdened moments gently gather, letting introspection grow. In this faded sound, clarity unfolds, a truth I come to find, leaving all the busy worries of the racing world behind. Beyond the digital perfection, the warmth the modern world forgets. A gentle imperfection whispers, calming all my deep regrets. No hurried pace, no urgent deadlines, just this moment's gentle sway, letting every heavy feeling gently fade and drift away. Oh, these dusty tapes unwind a path through hours soft and slow. Unburdened moments gently gather, busy worries of the racing world behind. The slow rotation of the real brings peacefulness anew. A quiet space created just for me and quietude. The gentle silence deepens now as the last note softly cease. Just dusty tapes and inner wisdom finding tranquil lasting peace. Underground current pulling fast, a familiar rolling sound. The subway train's low hum still echoes when I walk around. I see a silhouette reflected in the dark window pane now. A ghost of laughter lingers, whispering just how outside the station falling rain starts a gentle beat. My heart still skips a moment, imagining we used to meet. Oh, the subway in the rain, a canvas painted with our time. Every drop and every journey, a sweet and bittersweet rhyme. I close my eyes and listen to memories gently start to pour. Wishing you were waiting for me right outside that subway door. The rush of crowded platforms, a blur of faces passing by. I recall our quiet comfort underneath that vast gray sky. Remember shared glances through the fogged up glass. A silent path, each raindrop hitting pavement. A gentle longing, sweet impact. Outside the station, falling rain starts a gentle beat. My heart still skips a moment, imagining we used to meet. Oh, the subway and the rain, a canvas painted with our time. Every drop and every journey, a sweet and bittersweet rhyme. I close my eyes and listen to memories gently start to pour. Wishing you were waiting for me right outside that subway door. Maybe in another lifetime we'll share an umbrella once again. Hear the rumble of the train approaching, standing in the gentle rain. These quiet echoes keep me company across the passing year, washing away the present moment, cleansing silent, hopeful tear. Oh, the subway in the rain, a canvas painted with our time. Every drop and every journey, a sweet and bittersweet rhyme. I close my eyes and listen to memories gently start to pour. Wishing you were waiting for me right outside that subway door. The city lights reflect now in puddles on the ground. Just the distant sound of engines turning slowly all around. Forever riding ghost trains through the rain-soaked dreamy night, holding on to hum still lingers softly in the chambers of my mind. I often find myself recalling comfort, gentle, one of a kind. The subtle current of our past connections pulls me back again. A quiet reassurance whispers through the fading moments then. Those seasons turn and days unfold, a certain essence stays. I often wonder if you feel this gentle longing through the haze. It's alright, these memories still bloom like quiet tender art. The gentle echo of our laughter gently warms my beating heart. It's alright to carry glimpses from a precious bygone day. The lingering sweet affection never truly goes away. Hey. A softer radiance remains, a comfort deep within. I sometimes trace the silent pattern of where our paths had been. A gentle rhythm from a distant melody begins to play, remembering the honest solace found in every single day. Those seasons turn and days unfold, a certain essence stays. I often wonder if you feel this gentle longing through the haze. It's alright, these memories still bloom like quiet tender art. The gentle echo of our laughter gently warms my beating heart. It's alright to carry glimpses from a precious bygone day. The lingering sweet affection never truly goes away. Time flows onward like a quiet stream, ever moving on ahead, yet precious fragments of our story linger softly unsaid. This tender ache I carry now is not a heavy, mournful plea. It's just a quiet affirmation of what you meant to me. It's alright, these memories still bloom like quiet tender art. The gentle echo of our laughter gently warms my beating heart. It's alright to carry glimpses from a precious bygone day. The lingering sweet affection never truly goes away. So I'll just breathe the quiet moments, letting feelings gently sway, knowing traces of our story softly brighten every single day. This quiet hum, this tender longing, always here to softly stay. And yes, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright in every way.
High above the grid, neon scars trace lines across the fading sky. The concrete behemoth hums a low and steady rhythm, never dying. From this vantage point, I watch the endless stream of distant lights. A silent question hangs suspended in the cool urban nights. Every passing moment feels a chance to turn and rearrange. This quiet hum of purpose brings a feeling strangely new and strange. So what now? With the city breathing steady, bold and bright, what path unfolds when every shadow whispers in the fading light? The future awaits, a blank page, ready for the ink to flow. What now, as these foundations pulse and gentle currents start to grow? Beneath the ancient bridges,
silent currents of the river flow. Subway trains still rumble deep below a hidden constant glow. The late night stores flash open signs serving ghosts and lingering souls. Unseen gears of commerce turn beyond the world's immediate controls. Every passing moment feels a chance to turn and rearrange. This quiet hum of purpose brings a feeling strangely new and strange. So what now? With the city breathing steady, bold and bright, what path unfolds when every shadow whispers in the fading light? The future awaits, a blank page, ready for the ink to flow. What now, as these foundations pulse and gentle currents start to grow? Maybe there are answers hidden in the city's timeless patience stare. A quiet strength I'm moving through this vast electric midnight air. Not chasing ghosts, but simply finding where my own true compass leads. Planting new intentions, watering these vital future seeds. So what now? With the city breathing steady, bold and bright, what path unfolds when every shadow whispers in the fading light? The future waits, a blank page, ready for the ink to flow. What now, as these foundations pulse and gentle currents start to grow? What now, as the night stretches endless and serene? This urban canvas waiting, holding all that might have been. The city keeps its rhythm, steady beat through morning's dawn. What now? The journey beckons, slowly, steadily moving on. The urban dark unfolds, a velvet cloak across the quiet scene. Each lamplit circle casts a golden shimmer on the damp asphalt. Rain-kissed pavement holds 1,000 tiny fractured fleeting stars. The city breathes a different rhythm when the daylight hours are done. Reflected worlds inside each puddle slowly start to deepen now. A silent film plays out below, just for the ones who truly see. Streetlights paint the liquid canvas, blurring edges of the night. Every puddle holds a secret, mirroring the fading city light. The pavement gleams a transient mirror, catching beams from far above. This quiet visual symphony, a simple urban act of love. A lone car passes, headlights briefly cut through the surrounding gloom. Its fleeting streak dissolves into the quiet, the flooded darkened space. The old brick wall stands soaked in silver, guardians of this tranquil art. Another moment captured softly, a precious scene etched in the dark. Reflected worlds inside each puddle slowly start to deepen now. A silent film plays out below, just for the ones who truly see. Streetlights paint the liquid canvas, blurring edges of the night. Every puddle holds a secret, mirroring the fading city light. The pavement gleams a transient mirror, catching beams just a subtle interplay of hue. The vibrant dance of light and shadow, always fresh and always new. These fleeting patterns on the surface, a reminder to just slow down. Discover beauty in the still, wet corners of this sleeping town. Streetlights paint the liquid canvas, blurring edges of the night. Every puddle holds a secret, mirroring the fading city light. The pavement gleams a transient mirror, catching beams from far above. This quiet visual symphony, a simple urban act of love. The world still turns, but here it pauses, held within a watery gleam. Just streetlights and these humble puddles, living out a tranquil dream. Forever shifting, never changing, as the lonely hours softly fade. A silent urban masterpiece, beautifully and gently made.